Hello, people. How are we all doing tonight? I hope we're all well. A chance is all you need. You are 100% right there. We'll see how I get on with reading this because my eyes are failing me tonight. I hope we're all doing well. 9 people watching, 6 likes. It wasn't what we wanted at the weekend, was it? But let's be honest. They are a very, very good team. Hey up, Darrington. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. There you go. My eyes are really deceiving me. Ian and Barry, hope you're well, mate. Now, yeah, it's going to be an interesting run to the end of the season, I won't lie. We got to just pray. Pray we can get the results. Hope that the actual injuries to Bannon and Pervader ain't as bad as we first feared. I won't lie, it's not looking as bad as it first sounded, especially Pervaders. But it wasn't what I was expecting from the weekend, let's be honest. I will say Saturday was great here. Me, James and Jack were in here for the Talking Wednesday podcast. Great. That went brilliant, swimmingly. The podcast is out now. If anyone's around, if Jack's around, you can put the link in the description. Bloody hell, that bang look for yeah. Looks like you've seen this a little bit too much this weekend workout. Jack, if you could put the link to Talking Wednesday podcast in, people can go watch that later right near the end for me if you don't mind, mate. But yeah, 6-0. Where do we start? Where do we start at all? It looks like the camera's a bit twisted, actually. Hang on. That better. I don't look drunk now. Ian and Jazz. But you probably lose. But we probably lose, but didn't bet 6-0. Danny needs to pick them up and dust them off ASAP. He really does. Good evening, mate. How you good, mate? Not too bad. How are you going? How are you well? Evening, Jez. How are you doing, mate? The proper one will be out next week. This is just the prelude. Yeah. Well, this is the proper one. We were talking about the game and stuff, and then we got stuff that we've done. It was a long day. Saturday was a very, very long day. Productive day, but long. It was really good to actually get things done as well. And I kind of managed to jerry build a set that I kind of like, which I'm going to use a lot. I'm thinking it'll be 2-1, not 6. Yeah, I think goalkeeper. Mate, I don't think you can blame Jet. You can't really blame the goalkeeper. I'll be honest with you, Barry. It goes, the keeper got a line of defence. Defence first, and if the keeper is the second line of defence, they've got to do better in front of goal. They've got to do better in front of goal. From the back four is as much as responsible as the goalkeeper. They could have stopped it from coming in. He did have some errors, don't get me wrong. He had some big errors. He slipped a hell of a lot. But for me, it's defence, not keeper for me. I've seen so many people go, oh, let's bring Dawson back in. Let's bring Dawson back in. Here's my thing with that. Up until recently, no one was talking about Beadle. Beadle had pulled off some really good saves and kept some good clean sheets. I don't think you can put that on Beadle. I think it's defence. All the bottom team play each other Easter weekend. They do, which is slightly worrying, but we'll see. It was all defence in my view, not keeper. No, I don't think the game, that game planned the way Neil was expecting. No, it didn't, did it? It really didn't. Beadle was unlucky not to save a few, then if I'm honest. In my opinion, I'll play Bernard, Palmer, Icky, and Iorfa. To be fair, you look at that team he put out, Glenn, that's the defence you want, normally. I think we've just got to say they were a very, very good team. I think you just got to say they were very good. Well, we know how fickle Wednesday our fans are, Jake, bud. No, I don't think he does though. I think a lot of that is just a very, very good team. I don't think Dawson does stop him. There's nothing that said to me that Dawson wouldn't have been better than Beadle. A lot of those goals yesterday have come from just really bad bits of play before it got into the defence, into the goal. Going through a hard time at the moment. I left my job and started of March and I started a new career and haven't worked, and I'm thinking about going back to school and going to try. Mate, do what you need to do, Yeet B. I can understand that. I get that. Go do what you need to do and start again. Sometimes starting again is what some people need. They need to start again before they can do anything. I think Palmer's been hard done by. I think Palmer's just one of those ones where he does come in, it just not worked out. Been saying a few years now that we play with win backs and the opposition had to be to lump it up from corners, exactly what it did. It is. Went this season, won't hang on results again, them no matter what, how bad, Jake. I agree, David. I agree. Where the heck was Reese, the left back? Barry, for whatever reason, you do keep mentioning Reece James, and I understand it, but for whatever reason, he is not fit in to Sisco plans or Danny Rowell's plans. I don't know what the lad got to do. I don't know if he's not training hard enough. I don't know. For whatever reason, Reece James doesn't fit any of the two managers we've had in plans. I really don't. And I understand it. He's a natural left back. But for whatever reason, he hasn't fit in. And I don't get why. I would say try him. But for some reason, he hasn't. Ian and Danny, how you doing? About Flint, Aidan Flint in theory would have been a physical player. The thing is, you look at that back line, we got strong lads. It's just, let's just call it what it was. Ipswich were very, very good. Like, literally, Ipswich were very, very good, and we got blown away. We really didn't get into that game at all. Like, we really struggled from the word go. We had about 7 minutes of good play, and then it went downhill. Oh, no, there's no easy games left. There hasn't been any easy games left at all. They're winnable games, don't get me wrong. They are winnable games, but I don't think they're easy games. Reece James is the League One left-back who signed in the summer permanently because we had no bloody squad number without him at the moment. How many times has left the club? On top of that manager situation. I think the thing you got is it's very, very difficult to say anything about what's going on in terms of like squad list and stuff like that. We've got to think that the squad registrations are going to be coming up soon. Aidan doesn't play for. No, he was saying how Flint was a more physical presence than the current lot we got. Ipswich are a Prem outfit. They'll do well. They will outfit and they'll do well with Burnley. I think the thing is, I think they'll do better than Burnley. I think you look at the style of play they're playing, they are suited for the Prem. Not concerned about the Leeds or Ipswich result. Touching to the championship team next season. Should championship team be getting back 6 or 4-0 a few other games and not having a go, mate? I just think it's embarrassing at times. Mate, they're very, very good, Glenn. I've spoken to a hell of a lot of Ipswich fans who have said a team would do a battering. We were that team. If you had said when Danny Rowell came in October that we would have been 1 point still from not getting relegated kind of thing, you would have been snapping your hands off. When he came in, we looked all but down. Hadn't won a game all season. I'm sorry. This is going to be one of these ones where Danny's going to learn. He's a very inexperienced manager and he needs to learn. There's a tweet that Dom Houghton put out earlier and it's 100% true. And he said, and it was this: Danny Rowell is a rookie boss. He made some mistakes and he will probably make some more between now and the end of the season. He went too attacking at Ipswich, but Danny Rowell has got way more things right than wrong. Because of him and the staff, survival is still possible. And I agree. I agree with that. This is the reason why. I think we'll stay up with just 2 games. I hope that Leeds, Ipswich, Leicester are miles above everyone this season. The poor Mills took 3 past. Yeah, but they didn't win though, did they, Barry? You're saying that they put 3 past them, but they didn't win. You can put 3 past the team and still lose. That's what Rotherham did. And on that night, Barry, Rotherham were crap at the back. As were Ipswich. Ipswich were crap at the back. Their manager had a massive go of them. When they played Rotherham, they were in a situation where they couldn't get goals properly. But they still won. There's a difference. There's a difference. You can say Rotherham put 3 past them. Yeah, on a Tuesday night where they're a little bit behind. What I'm saying is, you can't use Rotherham as a bait. You can only use Rotherham as the example if Rotherham win. Rotherham didn't win. A mate of mine says Ipswich haven't bent that much. Yeah, but they already had a championship team from League One. They made a championship team going into League One. Going into League One, they already had a championship team. They didn't have to add to it, much to it. None of this is Danny's role. It's Sicko's fault. Can't even fully fault Chancellor for pointing Sicko. He had a fraud. Yep. Plus, East Anton is a horrible place to go anyway. It's like going to another country. Knackered by the time you get there yet. Honestly, we pointed Danny and gave it a good go, we would have been fine. I agree. Mate, I love your passion. Like I said the night, and you always see it from a fan perspective and a club perspective. Yeah, they still lost, though. Barry, they still lost. If that was 3-3, I would be able to take that argument. But they still lost the game. Rotherham didn't win that game. It gave Ipswich a bit of a kick up the arse to go into other games. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I get what you're saying. They scored 3. We haven't got that kind of people. We haven't got that kind of thing. They had a very good night when they played. And sometimes teams will have an off night. That was Ipswich's off night. Since then, they lost in extra time to Cardiff, 2-1. They do tend to have bad games. But we went to attacking. Danny even said, in his press conference, he doesn't like going defensive. Something Danny needs to learn. And that's all we got to go with. It's a young manager. An inexperienced man. If it was someone like a Sam Allardyce or someone else, I could go, yeah, he got this completely wrong. He should know better. I can't do it with Danny. He's a young manager. I'm glad Danny had the confidence to pick an attacking lineup, but beating Ipswich is one of those patches need to be more realistic approaches. Danny will let the theory come above the practice. To be fair, he's taken the rap. Yeah. Ipswich bent big in the summer of the season. We first went down to League One. They thought the season probably need to gel and only sign a striker last season and kick them into it. True. Mate, it all comes down to recruitment, to be fair, this season. Finishing 3 weeks. To be fair, is the season finished 3 weeks after. Yeah, I've always said if you go up via playoffs in any kind of league, if you go up via the playoffs, it's not good for you next season because you're already playing catch-up. I said that in the summer. I said I don't like how we're playing catch-up. I'm not saying Ipswich hasn't had situations where they've had goals scored against them, but as soon as that second goal went in, our heads went. And it's the first time I've seen Wednesday players' heads go, kind of thing. It's the first time I've seen Wednesday players' heads go. And for whatever reason, we kept on playing out from the back when we should have changed it. And he just didn't. Evening, Nat, how you doing? You don't take risks, you'll never learn from your mistakes. I'm sure Danny will look and say I got it wrong. He's already said he got it wrong. He's already said it was on him. He's already said that it's on him. At the end of the day, we came across a very good Ipswich team. And I wasn't expecting to get anything versus Leeds and Ipswich. I was a bit gutted we got smashed 6-0. Like we all were. And really gutted. And it bollocked the goal difference. But we're still 1 point in it. I was expecting at least 4 with Leeds. I was expecting it to be at least 4 with Leeds and 3 with Ipswich, personally. And it wasn't, so I'm happy. In theory, do you think we've gone up autos, or do you think we would have been a lot stronger? Also, and also, do you think Moore would have then stayed? Not too sure. That's a difficult one. I know with that one. Moore probably would have got another year and given some more money. Would have been given a bit more money, but that would be about it. I don't think he would have got much. Auto were done a long time for us in League One. It was struggle. It was a real struggle for it. The first time in 2022, 2021, when we went down, the players' heads had gone down, and they did from then the season onwards. A lot of ifs, whats, and maybes. Fair in hindsight, it's fascinating. Millwall at Hillsborough, our heads fell. They did. Millwall were on the big new manager bounce. We have periods where our heads completely drop. Like, they drop. They're not, like, dropping, like, really badly. I mean, they drop. And I've never seen it that bad with Wednesday, where it completely drops. To be fair, trusting Danny gone to the net, true. I reckon they would have gone either way, but all down to personal terms, and they would have had different outcome, don't you think? Well, the thing is about learning from mistakes is that we haven't, because we are playing the same all season. The difference is they're now slightly better at attacking. Yes and no, Dannington. We've been poor at the back at time, but before Leeds and Ipswich, let's just say it now. In that, by the way, before Leeds and Ipswich, we've gone on 4 games on the trot, win run, the first time since 2017, and not conceded any goals. But then you concede 2 on the bounce to top of the league and second in the league, and then it's all, we're shit again. We're shit. We should be bad. I don't get it. At least we got a bad performance out of against Ipswich rather than a side near us. I'm looking forward to the positives. Yeah. I don't do if, buts, and maybe I only do absolutes. Look at Sunderland project. To be fair, mate, I personally think they're having massive problems. Ian Morgan, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Any word on Pervader and Bannon? Nothing yet, but there's things that have been kind of turning around saying that Pervader might not be as bad as possible. They're going to find out. He might be after Swansea. I think you'll find out more like midweek. You've got a week. So the thing is, I read the interview with Danny as a couple of weeks. For me, a couple of weeks is 2 weeks. Millwall didn't have a bounce much yesterday, thankfully. Goal difference is down the pan. It was anyway, but the other results were largely kind of were. Some fans shouting, why did Sheffield Wednesday let Bayer go to ball? We've all been saying this. We've all been saying this, Barry. We've all said, why did we let 2 midfielders, let alone 1? I know Backinson wasn't getting played, but we let 2 midfielders go and only brought 1. Byers, for whatever reason, wasn't getting in the team, and he wanted to go as soon as he found out he could go play football. I would have liked him to stay, but it didn't work. For whatever reason, this thing, sometimes a player going out on loan doesn't go and have the performance Byers is having. Sometimes it backfires. And sometimes you get people come in who don't do the job and they're thinking, scratching your head, what's going on? Kind of thing. It's weird. We should have gone and got more midfielders. We knackered the Connor Coventry deal. And that's what knackered us. If we stay up, do you think it requires a soft red rebuild or half rebuild? It'll be a mixture of the two, I think. Pervaders is a hamstring, but he walked off. He didn't limp off. That makes me think it's a strain, not anything bigger than that. It makes me think he strained it, not pulled it, because he walked off. Normally, if it's something worse, they tend to limp. So I'm hoping that's good. We have such an unbalanced midfield, could have done with Bayer if we could. I said when Byers went in the window, this is a risk. I said it's a massive risk to let Joe Bayer go when we don't have much cover in midfield. And I said, if you get a couple of injuries, you're knackered. I apologise if that is the case, and it's me that's done it. But yeah, Brighton had the bloody work rate for Danny's side, and neither did Backington. We thought we had 2 coming in, and last minute decided to go elsewhere. He's not pulling up trees either at Blackpool. See what I mean? That's the thing. It's one of those things. He's not doing well at Blackpool either. Would he still carried on doing well here? Hendricks and Fletcher will save us. Well, the thought that Hendrick could get put on the list of players to come back into that, registration. So it could be interesting. 6th of April, QPR, the big game. Win will be massive, cannot lose. 6th of April's a big one, and the Stoke game's a big one as well. Basically, anyone over the age of 26 should be off for me in the summer if we stay up, with the exception of Pato and Palmer. Full rebuild apart from those 2 for me. A few players who when they have signed, have been completely wasted time. Fletcher and Hendricks. Fletcher, yes, but there have been signs where Fletcher has been crucial to getting us a point. IE even, Leicester, Hendricks and Fletcher were crucial in that game to get a point. Middlesbrough to be there, not in Middlesbrough to there, not in the best form. Yeah, but they're going to be looking at they're looking at a bit of a looking for playoffs, aren't they? And so that's interesting. That they're kind of looking on a playoff push potentially, in theory. Let's have a look. Let me just check something a minute. So we need Baz and Paveda to be re-erected at Ether. I agree. Either playing teams to stay up or teams chasing playoffs. Yeah, but I think some of those teams chasing playoffs are probably going to fall out. Let's just have a look at what the fixture list is coming up, because I've got it here. I know we put it on screen, but I've changed the setup a little bit to do so, and I'm not going all the way to the computer because it's all the way over there. Matches. Fixtures. Right. Swansea next. Tough one. I think the international break will be good for us, though, because I think it can get us getting players rested. We have no transfer committee for Danny and Kennedy came in. That would void time when we signed all panic sides, the most part of Gasserman, Masava and Paul, the international breaking crew. Bernard ain't seemed to be too hot for me anymore, I have to say. I think his is just knackeredness. 25 people watching and 15 likes. Get those likes up, people. I know the debrief, when it's a bit of a bad result, don't do as well. So, Swansea, then Middlesbrough, QPR, Norwich. Norwich can go either way. Norwich is one of those ones we just have got to see what happens, and it's at home, luckily. Then we've got Stoke, who are not doing great, because they could be in and around it again. Blackburn Rovers, who are not doing great. West Brom, who are wanting to do it. And Sunderland, who are nowhere, looking even further away from the playoffs. So, out of chasing pack, if I go to the Championship, we go to that chasing pack. Norwich and West Brom are going for it, kind of thing. So Norwich and West Brom, you kind of go, got to be careful of that. Norwich and West Brom both at home as well. But then you look, QPR Stoke, in and around it with us. Blackburn, in and around it with us. Middlesbrough, looking to try and go on a promotion push. Not too sure if they're going to be able to do it. They might just get mid-table. And Swansea could get dragged into it if they don't pick any more points up. They got a good result in the derby, but since then, they've not really done much. If we go to a form guide, hang on, I had this then. We go to a form guide currently. Championship form guide, not that one. I don't like that one. It's not visual enough for me to see. If we go to form guide, we're still 6 from the last 6 matches. We're still in 6th place from the last 6 matches, and that with us, or we're in, I think we might be 10th actually, but we're in 10th. There's still a lot to beat Swansea, Stoke, QPR, Blackburn, and then get a draw should mean safety. Hopefully, Sal. Ian, by the way, mate. Cancel going down, really do. The thing is, I'm not going to put anything on it. I ain't going to put anything on it now because it's a point in it. It's a point. A point is too much for me to say we're down. It really is for me. 1 point is all that's in it. That's it. I could understand if we were like Rotherham and loads of points away, but we're not. There's a point in it. We get 2 results Easter Monday, and everyone else don't get results. We're out of it. Yeah, goal difference are gone. Goal difference are gone, but that doesn't mean anything. Goal difference is absolutely buggered off. Even if you take goal difference away, it doesn't mean, we can still get out of this with points. We just got to pray everyone else does better. It's not an impossible act. With goal difference, it makes it a lot harder. Yes, I agree. It makes it very, very difficult. You want a better goal difference. But we already had a crap goal difference going into it. We already had 24 before. I think we had 20... I think it was 22 before Leeds. But we're second from bottom with a point. 1 point. I don't understand this. I really don't understand how you can say we're down when it's 1 point. There's a point in it. I could understand. And I'm not saying we're staying up, by the way. This isn't me saying we're staying up. It's going to be really difficult. It's going to be a very hard slog. And if we stay up, it's going to be a bloody miracle. I said at the start of the season, survival. That's all I want. I didn't want anything more. I didn't want anything else. I just wanted survival. You go from Millwall, Swansea down, 46, 43, 42, 2 teams on 41, QPR on 40, Birmingham on 39, Huddersfield on 39, Wednesday on 38. The only team that's dead and buried and down are Rotherham. Unless they have a miracle, which they're not going to, this is what I don't get. It's a point. It's so tight. It's one of these ones. We get a win versus Swansea and Huddersfield lose and Birmingham lose, we're out of it. I think if we lose to QPR and Stoke, that is our fate sealed. I agree. If we lose those 2 games, I think we are relegated. I completely agree. But until it's mathematically done, we're still in it. That's the thing. It's so tight down there. Blackburn have Leeds to play Southampton, Ipswich, Coventry and Leicester. You think they're going to get anything out of them? They have got everybody who's going for a promotion push or going for the title. That is difficult run. They could quite easily get dragged into it. Plymouth games are not nice. We spoke about it on the Talking Wednesday podcast. The games other people have got are tough. We've probably got an easier run than most. I think we've probably got an easier run than most. But until it's mathematically sealed on points, because if we're going by a goal difference, we're down. If you're taking it by goal difference, we're down, we're relegated. I will agree with that. If you take it on goal difference, we're already down. 28 people watching, 17 likes. Get it. Get those likes up. We don't know, though, Danny. We don't know how bad Barry Bannon's injury is. No one said anything. We're all assuming Barry Bannon's a really bad injury. No one said anything. But all we know, he could just need to rest for a week and stuff. We don't, unless I'm not saying without Barry Bannon, it feels nigh impossible. I won't lie. Without Barry Bannon and Pervader, it does feel like you're done. Don't bother. Here's the 8 games. Take the points. We're not going to bother. We won't bother playing the games. Here's your 3 points. We'll forfeit. Go down to League One. Until we know what the situation is with Bannon and Pervader, and you hope that they can just rest. Having 2 weeks to rest could be really crucial. We got Patterson apparently back at the end of March, and apparently we've got Josh Windass, who's meant to be back a little bit after the international break. They're going to have to hit the ground running, don't get me wrong. Josh Windass, when he came back when we were in League One, was nowhere near the Josh Windass when he started. He struggled. A player who I think, come the summer, you turn around and say, you've been a good servant, thank you very much, but we need to move you on now because the injuries are getting worse. I'm not saying that we're down. 6-0 doesn't make it great. I won't lie. 6-0 versus Ipswich, you go bollocks. And I felt at the weekend that's all done and dusted. I slept on it a little bit. I've had a lot of seizures because I had a busy weekend. But then I've kind of gone, it's 1 point. If it was 15, 16 points, I would have said it's done. We're down. But 1 point gives me a little bit of faith. It's tiny. It's a tiny bit of faith. It's not much, but it gives me that little bit that we might get something. It's going to be very, very slim and tight. That's the thing. It's a knee-jerk reaction to 6-0, to be fair. Just a little bit, and I do get it. I do understand it. I'm not an idiot that's going to sit here and say 6-0 isn't a big blow to our staying up. It is. It's a massive blow to it. It kills our goal difference dead. The problem is, we've gone from not looking like scoring in January to looking like scoring with EK Ugbo, and then EK Ugbo had a cold patch. Oh yeah, I know. Nerds are shown now, mate. I know this is the bit where each team round there, it gets a bit scary. It gets a bit scarier. This is going to be a real big test of Danny Rule and his staff to get those players back up and back mentally ready. And that's the thing. They mentally are going to crack on. Someone like a Sasha Lentz, who the sports psychology, who's got to really get into the heads of these players. Do you think Gregory will come into contention? I don't know. I think there's strong possibility he registers all 3. Gregory, Hendrick, and who's the other one? Patterson. There's a part of me that thinks he registers all 3 just in case so he got them. You know. The thing that gets me about the talking to the chairman about registering, that makes me wonder who got something in their clause about if they play. I don't understand why you would have to talk to the chairman about registering players. Surely that doesn't come under what the chairman's role is. Personally. Oh, the defence is 100% our weak spot. Have been all season. And again, our biggest weak spot is left back. Have been all season. It had been since Gary Monk. We got it right with Reece James, but for whatever reason, it's not worked with him. I don't know why. I don't know why Sicko and co hasn't liked it. There's only 2 men to blame for the reason went in the position they are in, and we both know who they are. Yeah, Sicko and Chansiri. I bet Pato maybe has a clause. Bonus after the amount of games. I don't think Pato does. I don't think Patterson does, actually. Because that wouldn't make sense. You would have put Patterson in the starting lineup anyway. Because before he got that injury, he was looking really good. Dane up, mate, went to better prospect to New Rose. It is. Oh, you're 100% right there, David. You're 100% right. That it's better if we're going to get anyone trying to buy us. It's better to be a championship team than not a championship team. Bolton, I think, could go up. It could be interesting. It should be the role of the club secretary, but Chancellor hate to delegate roles and responsibility. I agree 100%. Or is it Hendrick plays a certain amount of games and you have to sign him for a fee? I don't think that's the case, because I think Hendricks is out of contract in the summer. That would be a really dumb move on us to do. I'm pretty sure he's out of contract in the summer. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that until I've looked it up. I think he's out of contract in the summer. When did he contract up? Can I have a contract? Yeah, he contracted up this summer. He's up this summer. So, he contracted up this summer, so I can't see that being the case. Assuming Chansiri is selling, true. This team can take on the adversary. They've shown it last season, true. Johnson isn't a fullback. No, I agree. For whatever reason, more Sicko, well, not Sicko just didn't play him, and Danny seemed to try and use him. We didn't sign him, Barry. We didn't sign him. We decided not to sign him with everything that was going on. And I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to start that political debate again. But for whatever reason, we didn't sign him. And to be fair, if he didn't have his court situation and everything that was going on, Sheffield Wednesday wouldn't have been nowhere near signing him. The only reason he was on our radar is because nobody wanted to touch him. I still both Khan and Camberley Chansiri would turn down a player because of 30% of it will go to a club we signed from. So we have then a fee instead. I can't see him doing that. I actually can't see him doing that. There have been too many games where we'd have thrown points away. No, there've been too many games where we've not been clinical enough, or we switched off. Clinicalness has been an issue with this team for what? Even before Gary Monk. Kind of thing. But according to DC, that's too good business because money were. I know what you mean now. Yeah, buyers. Yeah, he turned down thing. Well, that's the issue you got. That is the issue you got with the likes of Gassama, Masaba. They both have 20 to 30% sell-on fees, and if a club comes into them, they're gonna have to break the bank, and then see a chance to move the goalposts again. Like, how dumb is that? Yeah, true. The Watford game was the big one. There've been so many games this season that we've just not been clinical enough. I'd love to get a stat of how many chances we've made. Actually, I might be able to what we created. How many chances made by Sheffield Wednesday? Let's have a look. Let's see if I've got a stat. This was 6 days ago. So let's have a look here. Right, according to Wednesday, according to Opta's latest stat, the stats don't look good. According to the stat, Rosemen have a 53.5 chance of being relegated. Only Rotherham have a 100% chance, and that's even more now because of the situation with the game. Cash flow issue. Well, there's a chance there's be the bloody cash there. Yeah, true. That's not what I wanted though. Bookies are given a 36 chance of staying up. Football stats. Here we go. This is what I want. Let's have a look. Offensive. So shot per game were 11.2. That gives us a 6.45 rating. That's after 38 games. Here you go. Here's our weaknesses, according to them. Tucked in earth there, Worko. But no, we have to sign free for about 40k of 200. And then we will keep 1.7 million. That will be 1.7 million for profit. Yeah, you have tucked in earth there. 31 people watching, 20 likes. Get those likes up, please. Our strengths are aerial duels, defending set pieces. No, it's not. Protecting leads. Again, no, it's not. But our weaknesses are keeping possession, avoiding fouling in dangerous areas, defending against through ball attacks, defending against skillful players, avoiding individual errors, and a very weak chance finishing scoring chances. I can hear that in his voice. Yeah. This is the thing. Before Ugbo came in, Masaba had 5 goals. Ugbo got 6. Chances, if you go on like assists, Johnson got 4, Masaba got 3. It's not great. And it's not been great all season, to be fair. I think we really, really, really struggle in front of box. Like a lot of our numbers are below 7. You're correct. He is. Let's have a look here. They don't show me stuff that I want. I hate it. Here's the thing. Going down would be bad. The next 6 games will decide it. We need a team of pervaders. Yeah, we do. Ian, Mike, how you doing, mate? I think that's an understatement there, Glenn. Next 6 games, and you're talking Swansea, Middlesbrough. Is it Norwich? No, I got that wrong. Let me have a look. Yeah, so it's Swansea, Middlesbrough, QPR, Norwich, Stoke, Blackburn. So I think you probably take Norwich out of it. You get something out of them. We'll see. I ain't got foggy, mate, Danny. I ain't got foggy. I'm not calling it this year. I am not calling it at all. Not too bad, mate. Not too... just what the Talking Wednesday podcast so late to party. Oh, no, mate. It was good podcasting here. It was good. It was good to see Jack and James, and we had a good laugh. It was a long, long day. Very, very long day. But it was worth it. Got some good content out of it, and it was really good to just sit, talk football, spend time with my mates. The 1867 group, I like them at times, but I also don't. The 1867 group, I understand what they're doing, and I get protesting. Here's the problem. Protesting doesn't do anything. God. Yeah, it did thinking it. Protesting doesn't do anything if an owner doesn't give a shit. That's my problem. Protesting does fuck all if an owner don't give 2 rosy rectum. Reading has shown that. Yeah, they're getting it now, but that's before his assets strip the crap out of the club. I'm very thankful that the ground is covered, and you can't buy the ground. Kind of thing in terms of like selling it on for land development. I'm glad we don't have a training ground he can sell. We don't own it. The council do. My issue is the council putting that up and Chancellor going, okay, well, lot of 6 pointers coming up for all teams down the bottom. I agree, Sal. I have to toss a coin, yeah. Talking went to but to, especially with all the farting going on. Yeah, it was bad. We need to see work. We need to see Worko top though. He hasn't taken it to a charity shop yet. Jack, if you send me a picture of that top, I want to put it we'll put it as a community post. Don't they only do it when they only do it when it's on TV as well, Dannington, yeah. And that was before the chili. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Which our last did a fantastic chili, and I need to say a big well done to our lass. She looked after both kids while I was down here pretty much all day. And that's a lot when you've got a 6-year-old who's full of energy, and then a 4-month-old next month who's trying to crawl, rolling over, took 2 steps today, and he got teeth coming through. Kind of thing. Let's just hope the team has some fighting spirit. Want that go for the jugular, in my opinion, is Pato. Yeah, I agree. Christ, I hope that James doesn't decide to have one of those kebabs again anytime soon. Yeah. Well, he back where he lives now. So yeah, 3 months or 14. 3 months or 14 weeks tomorrow. Right, fair enough. There we go. Not good with maths, as you all know. But yeah, it's a weird one. Let's just put it this way: it's a very weird situation we find ourselves in. We find ourselves any other time when you go 4 on the trot, win. 9 times out of 10, you're out of the relegation zone. 9 times out of 10, you do that, you get yourself out of the relegation zone. But it's the Wednesday way for that not to happen at all. All the teams down the bottom feeling the pressure, I agree. Also, how funny was it when we were taking the piss out of the now Huddersfield action coming through from... Yeah, he got a very Huddersfield accent now. Kept on bringing him up on it. But it's gonna be squeaky bum time for the rest of the season. I thought those 4 wins on the trot gave us a bit of leeway, kind of thing, to a point. But of course, everybody else went to do well. Have a good one, Dannington. I hope you have a good evening, mate. Thank you for joining us tonight. I just feel, I don't know, I just feel like there's something... There's something we can do. I feel like there's something we can do, but it's going to be tight. I was going to say, mate, you two, the words right out of my mouth, the Meatloaf song goes, yeah. There's just part of me that feels like we're just going to do it. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the thing. It's only 1 point. And I said, since, I think December, since December, Danny gave me faith that he can do it because he got it from 13 points to 3. He's now got it to 1. If he could have got us out of the relegation zone before the break, I would have been going, right, mentally we're a bit more set. But having Leeds and Ipswich back-to-back was horrible. They could have done without that completely. It's like we could have done with Coventry and Southampton back-to-back. We could have done with that not being there. It was horrible. I think we can win Swansea. We've got a good chance, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough game, but it's at home. It's at home, so we'll see. Home record is better than our away record. Swansea will be on that little bit of a higher beating the local rivals. We've got to stay up. We all want a Steel City derby next year. We're going to be able to create a lot more chances for our next matches than against Leeds and Ipswich. Boo will start fighting against Swansea. I hope so. All home games are winnable. I agree. This is the thing. I think I'll be interested to see how knackered Ugbo is. Swansea Borough back-to-back is the issue I've had as well. I've said this too, Barry. I don't like them being back-to-back. And I said we don't perform well when we got back-to-back games. We struggle. We do okay, but we really struggle. Swansea at home and then Borough on the weekend. Will we do it? I sadly think we might get smashed by them in our current state. We might do, but I don't know. I'm willing to let the international break give us a reset. If we can give it a reset, then great. Put it this way, if we lose versus Swansea and Borough, that could be done as well. And the other games might not matter. But you've got to look at other teams around us have got to play each other. QPR has done this stupid thing where they've gone from looking decent then stopping again. Wednesday will stay up with 2 points. That's a bold prediction. I like it, though. That would take my prediction for the start of the season. Great, because I said just survive. QPR, Birmingham, Huddersfield, Plymouth, Easter Monday, I think. Oh, wow. We need to win over the first. We need to win over the first game back. Yep. I'm talking about the Sheffield derby next season. Oh, you're talking about the Sheffield derby. Sorry. Okay. I thought you were talking about saying another. Sorry, not Plymouth. Sorry, not Plymouth. Stoke versus Huddersfield. Still a tough one. There's this thing though. You speak to Plymouth fans, they think they may be down. Plymouth fans don't seem confident with their manager. They really don't. They taught today that it come out like they're backing him as a club and they want him to stay and do the job. And it's a weird one. Because you look at the table. If I look at the table right now, if I can get my phone to work. If you look at the table right now, everybody from Sunderland down, everybody had changed their manager this season. No, I think we're going to do all right against who we have in the next few games. The pressure is on the teams around us. We've been in the relegation zone all season. We don't have the pressure the other teams have. We'll do it. I reckon Borough fans reckon we'll beat them. Do they? Wow. He's a glorified PE teacher in charge of Plymouth. And that's Jan's word, not mine. Yep. You look at this. Watford sacked the manager recently. Birmingham, Bristol City sacked the manager. Swansea sacked the manager. Millwall done it twice. Blackburn sacked the manager. Plymouth sacked the manager. Stoke sacked the manager. QPR sacked the manager. Birmingham done it twice. Huddersfield done it twice. Us done it twice. Rotherham sacked the manager. No, we've done it once. Sorry, once. Kind of thing. See what I mean? We're hunters, like Danny says. It's going to take every supporter to be 100% behind the team and manager and make... I think they're behind the manager. I just don't know how much they're behind the team. I hope they are. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And the content creator in me goes, it's going to be a good bit of a kind of interesting run to the end of the season kind of thing. But the fan in me doesn't like it. It's a catch-22 in the sense that I want it to happen. What's the waste of time? Barry? What's the waste of time? Gonna take. Do you think Cads will come back into the reckon? I hope so. Who's the waste of time? Cads? Cadamartri? We don't get much service to him. He don't get played too much. You love to draw. I'll be honest with you, Glenn. I don't. I really don't. It's not good for my health. Cads were playing better when he was playing with Patterson. I think. Cads were better when he had Patterson at the side of him. I think they worked well as a pack, hunting down. Well, you love the video review, not the drama. That's the one. Hitting the nail on the head there. I do. I like making the content. I love making the content because it's what I love doing. Sorry about that. Cav will be a beat in year to come. I agree. Looking at the bottom of the champ, it's doable. It is. Cad's got great work rate. We need him, I think. Huddersfield fans not happy. They're not happy with their new manager. Wow. Wednesday will be fine. Too many bad teams down there. Thank you, Nick. I hope so. I really hope so. This is the thing. I wonder if relationships will go. I like your comment, Barry, about the training ground earlier as well, mate. Interesting. His brother stays days who he has Big Brother's days who stays up. You, Glenn, write that again. Have Big Brother says who stays up. You decide. Ah, right, get you. I don't know what Big Brother said. I don't know. Everyone at Essex played better with Pato. Period. Oh, I agree with that. That is something I will 100% agree with. Everyone does play better with Pato around them. I've said that for years. 9 points between 10th and 23rd to 14th. 9.9 between top 4. Wow. That is a tight season. Just wish it wasn't us down at the bottom, but that come at not our own thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, and if you don't, well, good luck. Because I don't know what I'm saying. Patter's a Luke Cannon dangerous. I need to wait until it's grown up. Think, go better with Pato. Yep. He's going to be a dad soon as well. Pato probably sometimes loses his head. And I don't think that's the Scottish in him. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's the Scottish coming out of him. The inner brave heart. 30 people watching, 24 likes. Can we get that to 30? I would much appreciate that. And much as I've been very passionate, Pat's a Luke Cannon dangerous. I think no one wants survival, do they? They want this to go. It could draw straight draws and call it that close. Yep. The gap is tighter than the infamous volleyball player who's certain manager back in 2012, 21st. You mean the now mortgage provider, or not provider, mortgage finance manager. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Here's the thing for me, right? I have been very passionate on this tonight's stream. I've been really passionate tonight. And oh, thank you, good creator. I wish I forgot you were living in Sheffield now. I should have turned around and told you when me and Jack were going to the Plymouth game. I completely forgot you were in Sheffield now. A few years ago was done and dusted, mate, and now you have much more chance of everything else. It's who can handle pressure best. Yep. Pato is a great motivator towards the end of last season. We need him again. Broker, that's the word. Thank you. Imagine Pato in the Braveheart film for Wednesday. We could win the net 3 and be clear of or lose the net 2 and be down. It can go either way. I agree. We're all passionate Sheffield Wednesday, and it's great to feel the passion. Thank you for that, Barry. But it was netball. It might have been netball. In fairness, we both forgot you were in Sheffield. It's fine. I only moved in day before. Oh, mate. How is everything now you're back in Sheffield? Did the move go all right, mate? If you're not good creative, he's in all the links of my video. He did the artwork for the channel. So he did that. He did the opening graphic. He did the transfer deadline owl as well. He's been great. If you need any design work doing, go to Google Creative Design and he'll hook you up. He's very good at what he does. He's easy to work with. Please go give him some work because he's just an excellent bloke. He's a Wednesdayite and he's really good at what he does. The biggest motivation is Sheffield Derby. I know that grief you gave everyone gives you grief on Twitter though. All good and settle. Give me a shout. You go to the next match. I will do, mate. 100%. I need to talk to you actually about possibly designing some merch and how much it might cost me. And because I might use that place you said that did merch. It's in the pipeline, by the way, guys. It is in the pipeline. I do a better job bigging him up than you did in your chat. In your stream was so guffed. I don't think he felt special. I think he was scared. Scared of your what? Don't need Twitter to give you grief. Yeah, you just need to go on your Snapchat. My other half will do it for free. You don't have to go for the validation. The stream that Lee went in all of a sudden going, "Hi mate, how you doing?" And then he saw your chat. Yeah, you don't dream anymore. What am I on about? You don't dream. Barely make videos. I'm kidding. I mean, that was kind of funny. Basically, he sent Leah the kind of things like guff, but I don't think he realized how guff Jack really is. You don't do anyway. Actually, I'm going to try something here a minute, because if this does it, I want to show you the setup I'm running at the minute. If I remember, I'm never going back to Twitch. Look, see what you did. If I remember correctly, it was YouTube cut 1 month. Ain't nothing to do with me. What's a workout? I just want to show you what I set up to do streams recently, and I think it's really cool. And I just want to see if it'll let me do this. It should have my iPhone. Give me a moment. This should. Yeah, that's it. So if I do this, I'll give you a bit of an example of what I've been doing of late. Turn that down. So if I go here, so this is basically the setup I've got at the moment. This is kind of the setup I'm working at the minute. I'm trying to have it a bit more of the podcasty style. That's what I'm trying to do at the minute. Say hi to yourself, by the way, people. But yeah, this is what I'm trying to do a little bit more of at the moment. And just trying to change it a little bit. And I think this is working well. Playing around with it. Have a good one, mate. You too, mate. I'm probably going to be done anyway, because I am absolutely shattered. It's been a busy weekend. God, oh, hang on. Shut up about the cable management. I've seen your cable management. It's just as bad. Jack, it's a lot damn neater than it was at the weekend. It's a hell of a lot neater than it was at the weekend. Where's the camera gone? There it is. Live. Did you touch it? You didn't, did you? Yeah, we'll keep the faith. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me. I know this was a difficult one to do, just because it's just so hard at the minute. But have a good one, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.